just hope. Let's just hope for the best, as we do.
Absolutely. And we'll, bullshit through it.
As we do.
As we do.
Oh, so hello, friend. I'm finally going to talk about Hillsong United Church today.
Yes.
Yay. So, I've been wanting to talk about this forever, for a couple seasons, really.
Right.
And I've always loved their music. And then I'd heard, a scuttlebutt about their scandals. And so I've always been kind of fascinated by the whole crap that went down around this church.
I know nothing about this.
Oh, okay.
So,
do you at least know about their music, their worship music?
I do. I mean, I think, we were worship leaders.
Yes.
For many, many years. So I'm sure we sang a lot of those songs. Although I could not tell you which ones.
Well, I will bring some up later and you will be, yep, that, and that, and that, and that.
Yes.
Because they were prolific.
Was that Darlene lady?
Yes.
Darlene Check. Yes. Okay. Yep.
So
I'm familiar.
About
yep. Okay. But I don't know what happened.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give you
scandals.
The whole background.
Awesome.
Okay?
Let's dive right in.
All right. No one was murdered today, so
that
I'm aware of. So we can actually do this topic today.
Right. No major Christians died this week that I know of.
Right.
That we need to,
That we need to cover.
So, and even if they do, let's just not talk about them anymore. I'm tired of it. I'm so fucking tired of it.
I'm tired of the assholes, Brittany.
I'm so tired of the assholes. No. Yes.
Okay, so Hillsong Church, for our listening audience, if they don't know, is just this super duper mega worldwide church. Well, it was. Up until scandal.
Okay. What do you mean it was worldwide? Like, was it like there was like a main Hillsong and then they had branches?
Yes,
or was
so
it like a denomination? Or okay.
And then they opened branches all over Europe and several in the United States and Canada. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean worldwide is what I mean when I say worldwide.
Yeah. Thanks.
I really freaking mean it. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll just begin at the beginning. Like back in 1978. Rounds about the time you were born.
That's the exact time I was born.
Okay. So you and the Australian Assemblies of God pastor Frank Houston were both started your ministries. You fresh out of the womb. And he in Sydney, Australia, started the Christian Life Center.
Okay.
It was like part of a Pentecostal movement. And yeah, you know a little bit about that too, don't you?
Some things.
So you and good old Frank Houston took a same trajectory there for a little bit in Pentecostalism. So the Sydney Christian Life Center, it gained some popularity, and by 1983 they launched a second campus. It's in New South Wales, Australia. And this campus is pastored by Frank Houston's son, Brian
Okay.
Now, this is the name you're going to hear associated with Hillsong Church over and over and over and over and
I've
over.
never heard that name in my life.
Okay.
But,
You're going to hear it a
okay.
lot today.
Great. So Brian
Brian,
may have been a little shady.
he is a little shady.
Okay.
And he's just the tip of the iceberg because there was a lot of shady that happened along the way.
As there is.
As there is. So, yeah. So Brian and his wife Bobby, Brian and Bobby Houston,
Okay.
they start Hills Christian Life Center in New South Wales, Australia. But Brian has always set his sights on greater things. He's like, okay, I'll do this little project for now, but I'm going places. And so he wasn't just content, with riding his dad's tailcoats on this other church. Yeah. So
or coattails.
He actually, there was an interview where he stated, I've always believed God for a large church. So
he manifested the hell out of that. Yep.
He was already feeling like God was just going to give him this massive congregation, right? This incredible reach.
A lot of money.
You don't say, because that's exactly where I'm headed, Britt. Brian was totally fascinated with the mega churches in the United States. Yeah. And he was especially fascinated with the prosperity gospel televangelists.
You don't say. I could have a big church with a lot of people giving me 10% of their income, then I could have my own private jet.
Base, 10% is the base.
That's
the base requirement, and
then that's the base that won't send you to hell. That's the minimum.
Then you give your offerings and gifts beyond that. I mean, geez. Really holy people give until they
more. It's seed money.
It is. It's seed money. You have to plant those seeds of faith that are going to grow. Yep, that's exactly it. It's seed money. So he was enamored with Jim and Tammy Faye Baker and these other, right?
He wanted the air-conditioned doghouse.
Of course. Who
wouldn't? I want the maids and the...
Yeah. He wants a golden toilet. Who doesn't want that? So he starts writing these manifestos. And the manifestos are talking about filling stadiums and just having this global reach, right?
Yep.
He's like, beyond America, I want to conquer the world. So he's got a little bit of a Napoleon complex, maybe.
Oh, does he?
A little bit.
Because his daddy was so busy with ministry that he never got any attention.
Well, daddy was busy having some misconduct.
He's a peak.
So, but that's a little bit later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going.
Daddy was
busy.
A
little.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing.
Right. But that didn't come out till much, much later.
Oh, jeez.
And it's suspected that Brian was aware and helped cover that up. So, as they do.
Okay.
As they do. So Brian takes a couple trips to the United States. He visits some of the mega churches. He starts learning,
what kind of coffee are they serving?
Yes.
What kind of pyrotechnics do we got to get?
That is exactly right. You know the formula.
I've seen the Righteous Gemstones, Kristen. I know how this works.
It's so totally that.
I know.
Oh my God, it's not even funny. It's so totally that. So he especially, he gets taken under the wing of Casey Treat, who is a prosperity gospel preacher at the Christian Faith Center in Seattle. He visits that one several times. And that's exactly right. That's where he learns about branding.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He starts learning that you can create this cool hip culture if you marry the message, the message they're preaching with music and media. And
exactly.
Just create this.
And a cool coffee bar.
Yeah,
That's it.
definitely a cool coffee bar.
A really cool children's ministry with maybe some slides that go from the second floor to the first floor. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Loud music where the kids can dance. And, maybe...
You just have to have the
like
right...
a bumper pool table or,
That's right.
Right. Cool. Yeah. So that's what he does. So he comes back, he takes all that knowledge back to Australia and he starts, building up his Hills Christian Life Center. Okay. And as part of this, he goes on the hunt for he's like, we gotta up our game and our music. Yes. So he goes on the hunt for a new worship leader. And he, I don't know, someone turns him on to this Darlene Check, right? And yes. So they managed to get Darlene Check, who is a prolific writer of worship music at the time.
Oh, so she was already at a name?
Yeah, I guess so. In the circles down in Australia, at least she was.
Okay.
And so, yeah, so they, dangle the golden carrot or whatever and get her to come over to the Hills Christian Life Center. And they name the band when Darlene comes on the scene, they name the band Hillsong. So now the band has its own name. It's not just the Hills Christian Life Church band.
It's Hillsong. Got it. That's where it came from.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So Hills Christian Life Center, it really starts to take off with the new music. I mean, it's a big draw. And they start recording and marketing the Hillsong music. So one of Darlene's earliest hits with Hillsong music, you may have heard this one, maybe. It's called Shout to the Lord.
Oh! I think I have heard that one.
Yeah, you want to sing some bars for us?
Shout to the Lord, all the earth, let us sing. Power and majesty, praise to the King.
That's right.
Oh, that's such a good one.
It is. It is. I love that song. And they produce so much good music over the years. So yeah, so that just goes wild. It blows up. The music is selling like hotcakes. In 1992, they released their very first album, and they also, at the same time, opened 2 new Christian Life Centers, one in London, England, and one in Kiev, Ukraine.
Dang. Right away. Boom,
so they're going big. They're like,
yes,
Australia is too small for us down here in the bottom of the world. We are
right. We're taking our music. Music is going global. Yes.
Straight to London. So Brian Houston is quoted as saying, Christians have a poverty mentality.
Oh, do they?
Meaning, they think that they need to give away all their money and not collect wealth for themselves.
I see what you're saying. Instead of the prosperity gospel.
Right.
Well, there was kind of a reason for that because of Jesus.
Oh, right. Do you think?
Right. Of sell what you have and,
told the rich young
being homeless
ruler,
and, but okay.
So
you're going to tell us how it should be, Brian.
Of course, he's going to tell us. And he's going to tell us in so many books that he writes. He writes, in 1999, he publishes a book, You Need More Money. That's the name of the book.
That's what it's called?
Yes, You Need More Money. That's the name of his book.
Oh, my God. Okay.
In case you can't be any clearer. But then he goes on to write upwards of 50 books throughout his career. Of course, the guy's still alive. And he may still be cranking out books to try to get some money because he sure ain't doing much else these days.
Is he not?
He's not. Well, he's not with Hillsong anymore, but he goes on to write "How to Maximize Your Life." That's one of his titles. You can change the future. How to live a blessed life, and how to flourish in life, among like dozens and dozens of other books about just how to be better. As, you know, as any pastor wants to do, write their own little Christian living handbooks, right?
Right.
Oh, so in 1993, the New South Wales campus that Brian is leading, they established a music school to educate young musicians because their music is so popular there, right?
Yeah.
And it is not only drawing attention in Australia but globally. Like some people are coming from across the globe to go to this music school. And meanwhile, at the Sydney campus where Frank Houston is still pastoring, they had started their own school that focused on like practical ministry training. So at the time, that school had like, I don't know, 50 to 70 students. And it was just held there on their church property. And then for some reason in 1993, they changed the name of the original Christian Life Center, or the Sydney Christian Life Center school, to Aquila College of Ministries. Aquila? I don't even know what that means. But that's what they changed it to. But it didn't last long. It didn't stay named that for very long.
Isn't Aquila, that's a name from the Bible?
Oh, yeah, Priscilla and Aquila.
Priscilla and Aquila. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. They were
weren't they the
women?
people?
I don't know. Were they the ones that had the land that they were
I thought they were the ones who Priscilla and Aquila, I thought they were the ones who or was that Sapphira and like the weren't they the ones who withheld the tithe? And God smite them?
That's not it. Surely that's
I
not
know
the
they
same
wouldn't name it
ones,
after that, would
right,
they?
why would they I don't know. Unless they're trying to warn people not to withhold the tithe, because God will smite you.
Oh. Aquila.
Like, let this be a lesson to you.
And Priscilla. Okay, I'm looking it up.
Right dead, right before them.
Okay.
Yeah, are you looking it up, who Aquila is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do, 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 do.
Do,
do, do, do, do. No?
Oh, they just, greetings, Priscilla and Aquila. They were just like Bible, they were tent makers.
Okay, that I don't know what that has to do with.
As was Paul.
Maybe that's because it was practical.
Paul lived with them.
Ministry training.
Okay, then Paul, the couple started out to accompany Paul when he did his ministries. So okay,
all right, so they're behind the scenes people. Maybe that's
they are.
Maybe that's what they're teaching them, behind the scenes ministry stuff. So,
but of course they would name it Aquila because Aquila was the man. You couldn't name it Priscilla.
Well,
even though Priscilla was as important and also always named with, but
yeah,
cool.
Still though,
yeah.
It doesn't matter because, like I said, that it doesn't stay named Aquila College of Ministries.
Moving on.
Long. Yep. In 1996, the two schools merge. The music school and the College of Ministries merge, and they form Hills Leadership College. That was in 1996. And then 4 years later, they changed the name again, and it's finally goes to Hillsong International Leadership College.
They should have just started with that.
right? I know.
Mm-hmm.
So do you know that Instagram lady Elise Myers,
Nope.
that she did a ton of videos like what was the most embarrassing time I ever had as a catering assistant? Well, let me tell you. And then she goes into a little story and of like just seriously embarrassing moments. That's
Okay.
how she started out, and she kind of blew up, and now she's got this big following, and she's like coined, well, I don't know if she coined it, but anyway, she's created a, like, merch that says go find less. Like, if I'm too much for you, go find less.
Okay.
No, you don't know who I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, well, maybe some of our listeners know who Elise Myers is.
I've never heard of this before, but okay.
Okay, well, the algorithm spits out different things for you than it does for me, apparently. So
I
that's
just
fine.
see a lot of true crime and serial killers and
Oh, gotcha.
witchy stuff and a lot of weird stuff.
Oh, okay.
Some
No,
animal
I get some
videos,
feel good stuff.
cat
See?
videos.
Yeah, I get the
Yeah,
feel goody
no.
stuff.
Mm-mm.
So anyway, I'm only this is just a total sidebar because Elise Meyer went to the Hillsong International Leadership College, and she actually, like, as soon as she left there, left the church entirely. Was like,
and I'm out.
Yeah, there's so much corruption.
Yeah.
And adios.
Mm-hmm.
And they make
kind of like my Bible college experience.
Oh, okay.
That was
So
terrible.
they make a quick dash out of the church. Well,
yeah.
That's a whole other side story, like I said. So if you're interested, listeners, I'm not going to say anymore. You're just going to go look it up for yourself. But she does a lot of videos about that experience. So kind of an interesting side note.
Yeah.
So, okay, back to Hillsong. So by 2001, Hillsong music has become so ridiculously popular that they renamed their church, all of their church locations, after the band.
Right.
Because nobody even...
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's good branding. Right.
Yes. Yeah. People know what Hillsong
Everybody knows
is.
Hillsong.
They do not know what Hills Christian Life Center
right.
is. Right. So
they know Darlene. That's all we need to know.
Right. So, so they rename all of their church locations after Hillsong, the band. And meanwhile, they produced some 20 CDs between like 1996 and 2007.
You know, I remember when I was a worship leader.
Yeah.
You know, hearing some of these songs come out, and I remember seeing Darlene and just being like,
really?
What? Yeah, I mean, she looks like a homeschool mom. I just remember being like, what? Her name is Darlene.
Right.
And she's always wearing these floral dresses, and she looks like a homeschool mom.
Yeah.
I just remember being like, she's not cool at all.
Right.
Like, what? No. What?
Right.
I don't know. I just remember being weirded out by it.
Actually, I don't know when she left, but I think it was before the turn of the millennium.
Century.
Millennial Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
What is the millennium? The turn of the millennium, right?
I don't know.
Oh, crap. Okay, but by the year 2000, she had already left.
The century?
Yeah, by the turn of the century. There. I just wanted to be more precise.
Okay.
I flubbed it. So she was gone. They continued to produce a lot of great music, and they still make good music today. So let's see if you...
Oh, they're still doing music?
Yeah.
Who? Hillsong is?
Hillsong. Yes. Their music is still pretty darn popular. And some of my favorite worship songs of all time are Hillsong songs. Mm-hmm. Let's see if you recognize some of these titles. Mighty to Save.
Oh, yeah.
My God is mighty to save. He is mighty to save.
Yep.
You know, if
I know that one.
I mean, I can't.
I know that one.
Key, but if you can catch it for what I'm trying to put out there. What a beautiful name. What a beautiful name it is.
Nope, don't know that one.
What a beautiful name it is. Okay. I am who you say I am. You know that song?
Nope.
No. Okay. What about Oceans, Where Feet May Fail?
How does that one go? I feel like that's one I liked.
You lead me out across the water.
Nope.
My faith
Obviously, I was a worship leader. But we were just singing my ex's songs that he wrote.
Okay.
But
that makes sense. He's a narcissist, and he's like, we will sing the songs I wrote. I want to be the next Darlene. And maybe you recognize this part of the Ocean song. And I will call upon your name.
Nope.
And no, never mind. Okay. What about Here I Am to Worship?
Yes, of course.
Okay, well, you sing that one because I've.
Here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down.
Here I am to say that you're my God.
Yep.
Altogether worthy.
Lovely. Altogether worthy.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
All right. And then my very, very most favorite one forever and ever is So Will I 100 Billion Times. That's my favorite Hillsong song.
I don't think I know that one.
Let's see if I can sing it. It's kind of this epic song. It's like really long. My mind just went blank. I can't even think of how it goes. But it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Look it up.
Okay.
So Will I, and in parentheses, 100 billion X. And look that up. It's a beautiful song. Okay. And it makes me have all the feels.
Ooh, King of Kings. I know that song.
Yeah.
I Surrender. No, wait. Yeah, these are all their songs. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I mean, they put out 20 plus albums, so.
Right.
Surely you've heard of one of their songs in there.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep. At the Cross. Mm-hmm. That's the one we did at Easter.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Okay. I'm getting it.
Okay. So interestingly enough, like I just said, the So Will I song makes me feel all the feels all the time. Like I almost break into tears every time I listen to it. It gives me all the feels. And when I was watching this documentary on Hillside and like the scandal and stuff, they are interviewing some of the students from the college, and they're like, one of the critics says that Hillsong's brand of worship music, they know the formula for getting an emotional response out of their listeners.
Indeed.
And the direct quote is, "Are you crying because the Lord is staging some kind of intervention in your life? Or are you crying because the chord structure is built to make you cry?"
That's it. Yes. So it's all emotional manipulation.
That's exactly. That's what I wrote in my notes. Emotional manipulation.
Yes. That's every mountaintop experience you ever had at church camp, or the way that the chords would move in each song.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Or how the pastor preaches, how he knows how to get loud at certain times, and then he'll pull it back, and then he gets loud, and then it's all
tender, and then he looks you in the eyes, and he
gets tender, and he wipes a little tear away. Yes, it's called coercion.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
I know what they're doing.
But you know what? If coercion takes the form of good music, I'm okay with it, because I really do like the music. I do. I'm not going to give it up.
But I do remember thinking, am singing these songs, and sometimes I haven't even really listened to the words. What am I
Right.
actually saying?
Right.
So,
Well, you
and
can't
then
expect
going, wait a second, do I
believe
believe
this.
that? Like,
Yeah.
you know, yeah,
Yeah. True, because
true dat.
I mean, it's the theology of the songwriter. It's not
Right.
like that you're just singing direct
That's exactly
passages
right.
of scripture.
No.
So,
You get caught up in it and then make sure you think about what you're singing.
for sure. For sure. And there's no way any worship leader is feeling totally spirit filled every freaking Sunday morning, that they're like
Oh,
totally
no. Because
connected with,
we
God
fought
on
with
an
the,
intimate
yeah,
level.
we fought on the way to church.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I mean, not like we get up on stage and we're just feeling, we're enraptured and
Yeah.
just at
But
the
you show that.
throne
You
of
can show it on your
grace.
face. You can close your eyes. You can raise your
Mm-hmm.
hands.
Become very good actors.
Mm-hmm. Very much so. Yeah, of course.
Learn how to
So,
perform.
yeah, emotional manipulation, maybe. Yeah, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, Hillsong music, it becomes wildly popular in the United States.
Uh-huh.
And in one of Brian Houston's sermons, he says, "The Holy Spirit has put it on my heart that the day will come when he could give me influence in America." Then he quickly corrects himself because he realizes he said me, that he will give me influence in America. And he's like, I will give
I
Hillsong
mean,
Church influence in America.
Jesus.
Right.
Maybe not even Hillsong.
Right.
Maybe Jesus. But,
No, he hadn't even gone that far. It's not
right.
about Jesus.
It's not about Jesus.
It's about him and his business. Because he treated parishioners and worshipers as a commodity.
Right.
The more flock you can bring in, the more you can fleece them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in 2010, he does just that. So Brian has this son, Joel. So now we're talking 3 generations. Okay. Daddy Frank Houston,
Brian.
and his son Brian Houston, who's really blowing up
Okay.
in Australia. And then Brian's son, Joel Houston. He deploys Joel to New York City to plant the first Hillsong church in the United States, right in the heart of the city.
Right.
And who does he find to pastor that church? A young, charismatic, cool kid by the name of Carl Lenz. Nope. Doesn't ring a bell because you know nothing about this. Okay.
No.
But it rang bells with me.
Okay.
Okay, so Carl had been friends with Joel. He had attended the International Leadership College in Sydney, the Hillsong International Leadership College.
Oh, okay.
And he was friends with Joel. And so he had hung out at Brian's house, and they got to know him and stuff. And
they were buddies.
Yeah. And Carl was enough of a yes man. He was behind the vision, and he was like behind the money of it. And he's like, this is a lifestyle I could get behind. So, yeah. And plus, it doesn't help. I mean, it doesn't hurt any that he is young and good looking and super charismatic and stylish. Oh my God, so stylish. So, total hipster, right?
Okay.
So they plunk him in the middle of New York City and they already have their brand of worship. So people know what Hillsong is and people start showing up, If you build a Hillsong, they will come, I guess. So what helped too was this is in 2010. This is also when Instagram first launched. So
now we got some social media.
Yes, they take full advantage of that platform. And Carl, being this young, handsome guy, and the way he speaks that is so engaging. And, so they blast him all over Instagram, along with their cool visuals and their music. And people are like, I got to check this out. So that's what they do. And I actually watched one sermon that Brian Houston preached, and he said this sermon was titled "Kings and Queens."
Brian or the
Brian,
New York
not
guy?
Carl.
Okay.
Not Carl.
Okay.
I didn't watch a full sermon of Carl's, but I found this one of Brian Houston's on like Netflix or some Hulu or something. But he says, it is the will of God for us as a church to reach the influential.
Ah!
So they are looking for people with a big platform. And
yeah.
And lo and behold, Carl Lenz in the New York City church, he makes buddies with Justin Bieber.
Oh.
And Justin Bieber actually lives in the house with Carl Lenz for a short time.
What?
And Carl Lenz baptizes him. And
okay, I gotta look up this guy.
Yeah. So also.
Oh my God.
What? Are you looking at his photos?
Yes. What a freaking douche.
Yeah. Well.
Oh
yeah.
my
but
God.
Like, think of New York City, where so many people are. It's all about, the veneer.
Ew. Right? No. Okay, but ew.
Well,
look at what is that? Hair.
A lot of people thought he was slick and handsome.
Well, I mean, he's handsome in a really creepy kind of way. Ew, what is this hair?
He's had lots of hairstyles over the years.
I mean, yeah, he's a handsome guy. I would not trust him as far as I could throw him. I don't know anything about this guy, and just looking at his picture, I can see
looks like a snake oil salesman.
He looks like a snake. There is something very off and about that guy. Yeah.
Right?
Okay. So he probably did some shady shit too. Is that what I'm going to hear?
He did do some shady shit.
Of course.
Yep. Okay. But yeah, so Justin Bieber, that was an influential person that was a big draw to the New York City location. Vanessa Hudgens, Kyrie Irving, Chris Pratt, Joe Jonas, Kendall and Kylie Jenner.
Right.
Jenner.
All of these amazing Christians.
Right. I know. Right.
Wow.
Kevin Durant. I mean, like major basketball player, and Selena Gomez. So those are just some of the names of some stars that attended the New York City church. So,
well, you got to go to church occasionally so that God,
yeah. So why not
recognizes
cool
you someday?
In New York City. Yeah. Why not? So
was his preaching very much like what's his name? The other weird guy in like Texas or something. Houston, maybe. Oh. The guy who talks like this and he's real weird and he never says the word Jesus. The guy with the megachurch guy.
I don't know.
Like they preach, quote unquote, but it's really just inspirational teaching. They don't talk about Jesus. They don't talk about sin. They don't talk about.
Carl Lenz actually talked about Jesus. And in fact, he kind of strayed from Brian Houston's formula of ministry. He was not as prosperity focused as Brian Houston was, which kind of miffed Brian Houston. However, the church in New York City was doing so well that they weren't too worried about it because it was pulling in money hand over fist.
Right.
And it quickly became the biggest grossing Hillsong church in the world. So
Okay.
they so the New York City location becomes like this cultural hotspot for hipsters with, it's like a blend of worship and pop culture, right? It's where the cool go to hang out after they're at the nightclubs the night before. So,
right.
and it's got this nightclub like vibe to it. So, and you see some videos and people are wearing like nightclub like wear to
to church.
And
Of course. Yeah.
So, I love that it was open and welcoming.
Mm-hmm.
So, so they start doing like celebrity weddings and to increase their media presence, and but they face some criticism for their stance on LGBTQ plus issues. So they're like kind of like this pastor I was talking to here in Lincoln a couple weeks back, where of course they're welcome, but holiness is important. Mm-hmm. And of course they can attend church and we welcome them into the fold. But they're not really included.
As long as they change
right. As
their
long as they don't act and look
gay
and smell and almost, who knows, don't wear
I know.
pride flag here. That's
yes.
Yeah, no, honest to God, this pastor that
I
was talking to
very white.
What?
As long as you look very white.
Yeah. Oh yeah, very much.
Yes.
Yeah. And so this pastor here in Lincoln told me, well, we have one gay man that attends, and we let him cook the hot dogs at the church barbecue. I'm like, what? What?
You let him cook the hot dogs.
Okay, why on fucking earth does it even matter what he does at the church? Why would you go out of your way? He's the only person that you mention doing any sort of like volunteer position at all for the church. But you let me know that he can cook hot dogs, but apparently he's not. I don't know. He doesn't.
Okay.
Lead a Bible study. He's not on the worship team.
No, we let him, quote unquote.
Yeah, we let him
cook the hot dogs.
Right. Right. And this pastor actually said to me, he was like, we let him know our stance, and he wants to be a part of our church. Like, okay, well, I don't.
Well, good for you for being so inclusive.
Yeah. That you let him cook the hot dogs. You stand over here in the far side of the parking lot with the grill and don't interact. Don't interact with the other people.
Right. You stand here behind the grill.
These are the only wieners you're allowed to touch here, mister. Don't be grabbing other wieners. I just about lost my damn mind. But you would be proud of me. Shit. I didn't.
All right. So what happened with Hillsong?
Oh God, we have to go back to that. Okay. So they start expanding globally around 2016.
I mean, yeah, but where's the scandal coming in?
Well, if you would just let me get to 2017, I was on 2016, Brittany.
I know, but we're 45 minutes in.
Are we really?
Yes. Well, we're gonna have to cut some of this.
Episode. Okay, so there are allegations in 2017 that Frank Houston's father, Brian Houston's father, Frank Houston, has had some sexual misconduct with children. And Brian, and that it is claimed because Brian was a bigwig in the church, his dad's church at the time, that Brian helped put this under the table, like cover it up for him. And
okay, so was he like, accusations, okay, but, like, were there a lot of people coming out and saying this? Was there proof of this?
There were several, and yes, he went to jail.
He did.
So yes.
So he was a pedophile. The dad. Frankie.
So, yeah, something like that.
Ooh.
So, and I'd tell you more, except honest to God, it's been like a month and a half since I did this research and I kind of forgot the details and I don't want to get too much of it wrong.
Okay.
But yes, he was held accountable eventually for it. But it went undercover for years and years. I mean, like decades. Yeah.
Wow. And yeah, there's no way you didn't know about that or were a victim of that.
Right. And I think there's some email and paper trail about how they were going to handle the allegations and, keep it from becoming public. And so, yeah, he knew all about it. So then there's some questions about financial transparency too. The main Hillsong in 2018. They are questioning their tax exemption, the pastor's salary, of course, whether donations are really being reinvested in communities or what they're doing with the donation money. And then, like in 2019, like a lot of the leadership in the U.S. Starts complaining that there's lack of pastoral care. The whistleblowers are,
being punished.
They're calling out the toxic leadership structure within the church. And then, Brittany, in 2020, Carl Lentz, Hottie McToddy, a big leader of the New York-based church, the biggest now branch of all the Hillsong churches, is fired. He's fired for quote unquote moral failings.
Oh, what kind?
So he's had an affair.
What did he?
He's had an affair.
Oh.
So, so he and he's come clean about it since, and he's done interviews about it since. He met this woman in a park. He was attracted to her. I think, in like Central Park in New York, he sees this woman doing yoga or exercising.
Just like David and Bathsheba.
She's kind of exotic looking, and he's like just super attracted to her.
I must have her bring her to my castle, to my palace.
That's exactly what it is. King David gets what he wants, right?
Right.
He sees it and he takes it for himself. And that's what Carl Lentz did. So he gives the gal his phone number, and she doesn't even know that he, who he is.
Who is this guy?
Until she gets home and starts looking him up, and she's like, "Holy shit! Okay, that dude." But they strike up an affair. She knows that he's married. He makes it clear that he's married, but he's like, "You're the one I want," and blah blah. Anyway, they carry on an affair for several months until basically she gets sick of it because he's never available and he keeps breaking promises. And I mean, he's kind of a loser, a two-time loser, right? So she's like, okay, I'm over this. But see, that the news about that came out at the same time everything about Brian was hitting a crescendo. And so while how many pastors across the United States have had some form of sexual misconduct and then are, somehow forgiven and able to keep working.
I know.
Right. They repent and they're able to keep working. No, they immediately make a big freaking deal about throwing Carl Lentz under the bus.
Like let's smoke and mirrors. Let's not look over here at Daddy Houston or Brian.
Right.
We're going to scapegoat Carl.
That's exactly right. That's
Yes.
exactly right. He became a
Yes.
scapegoat. And so they pitch Carl. His wife stays with him.
She's still with them?
Yeah, still with him. Carl Lentz, his wife.
Mm.
Yeah, and they have like 3 kids or so. I mean, okay, or 4 kids or whatever. But
well, that's what you're supposed to do as a good godly wife. She was just, it was her duty.
I guess.
That's what you're supposed to
So,
do. Just forgive.
you know, it only draws attention away from
Brian.
Daddy Brian for a short amount of time.
Have you seen pictures of this guy? I'm sure you have because you did all the research. But
Brian?
oh my
Houston?
God. I just looked him up.
Hello,
He's like
Righteous Gemstones.
yes. He's got a tanning membership.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's got the whitest teeth you've ever seen.
So, I mean,
so?
Well, down there,
it's not a tropical continent.
I know. But
no, this guy is tanning. He's so obviously tanning.
You think so? Okay.
Yes.
I think he's just hanging out by his pool because he's so damn wealthy.
I'm sure he's got a pool.
Yeah.
But
probably has ChatGPT writing his sermons for him while he lays by the pool.
This guy, he's still doing ministry. He's still preaching.
Yeah, not at Hillsong anymore.
No, but these okay, but so is Carl Lentz. They're still in churches.
Yes, they are. Yep.
So what in 2022, the actual fuck?
Yeah. Well,
these people. They have there's nothing else that they can do. They have no other skill set.
Right.
Except I am going to be a leader because I'm a narcissist and I am going to teach people how to live. So Carl, he's probably like
their money well enough to have enough to like retire on or anything. They made money hand over fist and then spent money hand over fist on all their luxury items.
These
because they believe God for a big church. They
right.
believe that they will be wealthy. So
right.
might as well spend what they got while they got it.
Write some more books, crank out some more songs, open up another church, try to get some new tithers.
So yeah, so in 2022, under all the heat from the financial misconduct for Hillsong Church, plus his dad's, you know, the allegations about his dad and how he covered them up, plus shit going down with the Leadership Institute and stuff that was exposed there about them using these students that are paying. They fly from all over the world. They come in, like Elise Myers, who came in from the United States, and Elise Myers' husband, who they met there, by the way. It's a cute story. Meet cute.
Great.
That pay an astronomical amount of money to attend this ministry leadership college in Australia, and then they use those students for free slave labor. You know, they have them working around the clock.
Well,
like that
they're
shiny,
volunteering alumni.
Yeah.
We're going to give of our time and resources.
You know, and one of the person's jobs was to recruit more people to come to the university. Of course.
Pyramid scheme. Yeah. It's like
so that was his big university experience.
Yeah. You get a bunch of young kids on board with tons of energy and a passion for something, and it's going to take off.
Right. So
look at old Christian martyr. What's his name? Who just died? I don't want to say his name.
James Johnson.
No, the other one.
Oh, Charlie Kirk.
You said it.
Yeah. Golden Calf, Charlie Kirk. Yeah.
No, Kristen, he's a martyr.
Oh, that's right. He's a martyr. Are you going to watch the Turning Point halftime show during the Super Bowl?
No. Are they doing something?
Yes, Brittany. Yes, you're so bad. You
What?
don't watch enough social media. You are not.
I don't watch any or the news, Kristen. That's why I am mentally well.
Right. Okay. And why
I
I'm
watch
not, but why
true
I'm like
crime and
hanging on
serial
by a fucking
killers,
thread
and it's
all the time.
so much better.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yes. So Charlie Kirk's widow,
Erica.
Miss Erica Kirk, she and the Turning Point Ministry have announced that they are having an alternate halftime show on a different channel.
That's amazing.
That is cleaner and more American rather than this Bad Bunny character.
Right, they're gonna have what? Who
in Spanish? And
who are they gonna have? George Strait?
They haven't announced it yet that I'm aware of. They haven't announced it. I mean, the Super Bowl isn't until
country
end of January, so.
Oh, okay. Let's make some guesses. Who might it be? Who? I would say Kid Rock, because he's always at Trump stuff, but he's not Christian. So I would say somebody that's a bit more wholesome if it's Turning Point. Yeah. Who would be wholesome and Kid very Rock white?
Not Chris Rock. They could have Chris Rock, but I don't think they would endorse
he's
him
a black
either.
guy.
No,
can't have anybody
Rock
ethnic.
Did some interview just this past week, and he was wearing a hat that said Jesus on it, the big Jesus hat.
Of course.
So
Jesus sells.
Yeah.
He represents.
So I don't know. So who do you think?
I'm saying probably like a George Strait, very wholesome country. It has to be a country. No, because they're it can't be too Christian because they want people to tune in.
Okay, it needs to be a Christian artist that.
No, country, I'd say.
A secular artist that is a Christian.
Like, yes, but can draw a secular crowd.
Right. Yeah.
Mm.
So probably.
But that's a Trump supporter.
Yeah, probably a country artist. That would make the most sense. Right?
Oh, yes. Look at his base.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the fellers with the gun racks on the back of their pickups that have the Trump flag flying from the back of their
yes. Yes.
Trump flag on one side, American flag on the other, and then
the,
Confederate flag around their license plate. Yeah. Yep. Those sweet fellers with their gun rack and yeah.
Well, I hope nobody tunes into it. And I hope everybody watches Bad Bunny. Now, because she's doing that, I wasn't going to watch this. I never watch the Super Bowl, but I will tune in now.
Just tune in for halftime.
Just to.
If you just tune in for halftime alone, that's what we need to be plugging. We need to gather momentum behind people watching the Super Bowl halftime show so that the whole Turning Point mega agenda doesn't win with their dumbass alternate.
Listen, everybody who was at these No King rallies, how many millions and millions of people tune into the halftime show?
Right. So that's 7 million right there. So we just need
how many people? I wonder how many people usually tune into the halftime show.
Yeah. Put it on your calendars now, people. I don't know when is the. Hey Siri, when is the 2026 Super Bowl?
Super Bowl 60 will be played on February 8th, 2026 at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California.
All right, thank you, Siri.
Oh, I like your Siri.
I know.
He is.
I call him Tyrell.
Yes.
He's got
Tyrell.
Sexy voice,
he does. I like him.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay.
I think he's like American male voice number 4 or something like that.
Oh, I'm gonna have to find him. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, I mean that's pretty much the whole deal. I mean, there's so many layers to the allegations, And I would highly suggest that anyone who is interested in knowing more go and watch these documentaries on.
Oh, okay. What are they called?
The Secrets of Hillsong is one of them.
Okay.
And Hillsong, a mega church exposed.
Ooh, okay.
I think is another one, and I honestly think there's others out there, but pretty fascinating.
Not that I ever listen to Christian music anymore, but I would not listen to any of this shit anymore. No.
I mean,
no.
I have on my playlist.
Oh, I
should
say
all mixed in, but
I don't listen to that kind of no, not that kind of stuff. I listen to Jennifer Knapp sometimes.
Yes, love her.
I will listen to like every once in a while I will put on but totally random and out there, but John Michael Talbot. He's a monk.
Oh, I love him. Yes, I've heard of him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like every once in a while, if I'm feeling like some Christian-y kind of music, I'll put him on.
Nice.
Or there's a Celtic band called Eden's Bridge, which is kind of like ethereal, kind of like a Enya vibe in a way.
I'd be all about that.
I kind of listen to that sometimes, but no, nothing mainstream. Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, I guess I should end this little bit of Hillsong trivia with the fact that it, like, since all these documentaries aired and stuff in like 2022, 2023, and then like more than 16 of their locations have closed worldwide.
Yay!
Right. Yeah.
Giving some applause
but I
for
mean,
that.
they still, like, I think Hillsong LA is still going. I think New York City closed, but Hillsong LA still exists. And maybe one or two others in the United States.
And the bigwigs are still trying to do stuff.
Of course. Well,
are still
and the
teaching
university is still going. There, I was like looking up stuff earlier today and was Googling about the university, and their stupid website came up and they're like, now enrolling for the 2026-2027 calendar year. I'm like, bleh.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So still going, still making that money, hand over fist.
What was the guy's name? David Houston?
Brian Houston.
Brian Houston. God, that guy's so creepy.
Yeah.
I mean, he is
he
still
really does
doing
remind
it.
me of the Righteous Gemstone guy.
He does.
John Goodman's character on the Righteous Gemstones.
Oh,
absolutely. Oh my.
So my wife and I are founding pastors of Hillsong Church, passionate about Jesus, our family, the church, and helping people any way we can.
By fleecing them of their money.
Oh, he's gross. He kind of looks like Nicolas Cage. If anybody doesn't want to, doesn't really want to.
Brian Houston?
He's got a Nicolas Cage smile, kind of like kind of creepy.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, yes. Oh, I see it. I see it now. I mean, I hadn't made that connection before, but now that you're saying just look at his smile, I totally see that.
Here's a tweet from him.
Oh, God.
Humility is more attractive than impressive accomplishments. Stay humble, even in your greatest wins.
Wow. Okay. Or else. Or fucking else. Your whole...
As long as you have lots of money, you can stay humble.
It's nice of him to say that now that his whole kingdom collapsed underneath him.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess maybe I should have stayed humble after all. Don't.
Whoops.
Yeah. Whoops. Whoopsie daisies.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
All right.
Well, This has been terrible, as usual. More awful Christians doing bad shit.
Right. More Christian sanity.
God.
That's why we gotta stay heretical.
Stay heretical, my friends. Thanks, Kristen. This has been great. Thanks for all your research.
Oh, thank you for being my friend.
You're my friend too. And have a wonderful Halloween.
Oh, yeah. That's happening too.
Yes.
Right,
2 days.
Halloween.
Stay heretical. Enjoy
Happy
the
All
darkness.
Saints Day, November 1st.
Yes. All right. Bye.